Hi, this is the first video of many videos where I'll be showing off some memorabilia that I've collected over the years. And the first one that I'm going to show you is probably the first autograph that I ever got and some of the first famous people that I've ever met. So just for a bit of context, I'm a lifelong wrestling fan. I've been a fan since I was, probably about 4 or 5 years old, back in the early 90s, back in the WWF days, and I've been a fan ever since. Now, I never actually got to see the WWF as they never toured Australia during the 90s, but in 2002 they toured Australia for the very first time. At this point they were called they'd been renamed the WWE, and this was kind of the first of many visits that they would have to Australia over the coming years. Pretty much every year they've come ever since. But this was the first time. I was lucky enough to get a ticket to the show, and it was amazing. And also my high school friend Mark Mansour is his name. He had a spare ticket to a meet and greet fan event. It was called Fan Frenzy, I believe. And he had a spare ticket. He asked me if I wanted to go, and I said yes. And I was able to meet a couple of the superstars, so a couple of the wrestlers, Christian and Lance Storm. So as you can see there's Christian. His autograph's a little bit faded, but this was almost 20 years ago. And there's Lance Storm there. At the time, both wrestlers are from Canada. So at the time they were doing an anti-American shtick. So when I met Christian, I asked him what he thought of Australia, and he said, yeah, it's really good, I like it. And I sort of didn't really know what to say, so I just said, oh, it's, probably better than America, and he kind of just, laughed it off. And then sort of as I walked away, having just met him, I remember thinking, oh, you idiot, it's, just all a storyline, don't take everything so literally. But, it was the spur of the moment. Lance Storm was a little bit more quiet, but he was nice. Yeah, it was kind of cool to meet them. Two of my favorite wrestlers. And speaking of favorite wrestlers, right there, Chris Jericho. I didn't meet him on this tour, but I have met him on subsequent visits to Australia with his band Fozzy. So he will be featured on some upcoming videos. So just a little bit of foreshadowing there. But yeah, that was kind of the first time I met anyone famous, and it was, an eye-opening experience because, there were people that, at that point you'd only seen in magazines and on TV, so to see them up close and personal was really awesome. And yeah, so at the Fan Frenzy event, they gave us these little posters. There's the SmackDown brand, and there's the Raw brand. It was only the SmackDown wrestlers that were touring, so got no autographs for Raw, but yeah, there's the SmackDown ones. But yeah, I just thought I'd share this story with you. Hope you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.